Alright, we should be getting ready in a few seconds. I might have to lower my volume a little bit. Possibly raise my mic up a bit. There we go. I don't want the game music to be too loud. So. Let me rearrange my windows real quick. I do have the chat popped up, but just in case, I'm going to keep my YouTube chat on my phone, just in case I get another error where my YouTube chat's not showing up in my restream, so. I'll probably be doing that for like the next couple of streams until I know for a fact that it's fixed. It seemed to be working last time when I was doing FF11, so. We'll just go ahead and... For some reason, it won't let me click on my own streams whenever I'm on mobile, but whenever it pops up in my history, it works. It's kind of strange. The last time when I was doing FF11. Mute myself. Okay, let's see. Something just popped up. New. Managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. Introducing managing moderators, because users have the same capabilities as standard moderators, but in addition, they can manage blocked word. Okay. Just more bullshit. Go ahead and shut that shit off now. Again, it should be working, but you never know. God damn it. There we go. Go ahead and jump into episode 6. We should only have a couple more chapters left, and then I'll be able to beat the game. So, if I don't beat this game by tonight, for sure it'll get beaten by, like, either the next session or the session after that. I think the way I've been beating these chapters is, like, every 2 hours I beat a single one, which I don't think that's bad.
An avid prospector, he took some chances and ended up buried alive in an avalanche. Miraculously, the quick freeze kept him alive, and 120 years later, thanks to global warming, he thawed out. A product of his time, he dreams of taming the wild north, damming every river and chopping down all the trees, with progress delivered at the sharp end of an axe. Shipping spice for the Claw Gang proved a lucrative way to bankroll his one-man war against nature. And yet, I have to feel a little sorry for him. He's just a normal guy from the 1850s. Back in his day, he'd be a hero, but today, he's a villain. Either way, that man's got more than his fair share of the clockwork parts. What a low-tech guy like Jean Bisson is doing with robot parts is a mystery. I almost don't want to know. But as always, it's only a matter of time before I find out.
Oh god, we're going to Canada, aren't we? Okay, let's see if we have any loot to sell. I doubt we do. Yeah, there's just so many upgrades. And not a lot of money to go around unless you're just constantly stealing shit or get those lucrative items that are all around everywhere.
I've got a lead on the clockwork parts. Head through town and out into the wilderness.
Okay, this map layout seems simple enough. Oh shit. Fuck. I don't want to do... I want to fucking almost die there. Oh nice, got a ruby.
That cabin may seem rustic, but don't be fooled. It's the control center for Jean Bisson's trade empire. Sneak inside and raid his files. You're sure to find out where he keeps his clockwork parts.
Ransacking his files doesn't sound hard. Now, climbing up a sheer rock wall, that'll be a challenge.
You're in luck. Before Jean Bisson took over, this used to be a popular destination for rock climbers. Some of their old wall hooks are still around.
I'm guessing I just jump and hit the circle button to latch on.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
Not more of those.
Remember to lean back before
Not those
you
infamous
jump.
hook things.
You'll get more altitude.
Thanks for the tip. I'll give it a try.
That's probably gonna suck, but I'll do it. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Thank God he wasn't a man, though, or else I could have been raped. Okay, there it is. Ah! I'll steal some of that shit. Oh, nice. I got a ruby and a sapphire. Maybe I'll get an emerald next time. Okay, it's right there.
Jackpot, Sly. That's Jean Bisson.
Looks like he didn't notice me come in.
Just stay out of sight and take a picture of each of his trade routes. They should narrow our search for his share of the clockwork parts.
All right, I'm on it.
Hello, Arpeggio here.
Salutations, Mr. Arpeggio. Y'all got time to shoot the breeze?
Of course, for you.
What does he sound like?
Although must
I feel like I've heard his voice before.
speakerphone.
Yeah, I can think better while my legs move. Pumps blood to your brain.
Yes, of course. One must keep blood in one's brain. But do tell.
Hey, what's up, Alicia Grant?
Pressing matter you'd like to discuss?
First off, are you still a coming on?
I'm not interested, but I appreciate the offer.
Yes, we're well underway. My blimp should arrive at the end of the week.
Bullseye. For second, when you gonna give me a look-see at that clockwork brain of yours? I'd sure like to buy it off you.
Bisson, you covetous troglodyte. You've already got the lion's share of the parts. Would you take my meager portion of the robotic bird for your own and strip me of all my earthly pleasures?
I guess he can't hear me because he's wearing AirPods.
You're all up in a lather. It's just that I found some real use for the clockwork parts.
Okay, yeah, we really are in Canada.
Three of them in
Ew.
the engines of my best trains. With those robotic doohickeys feeding the fire, them trains will run all night and all day. I call them my iron horses. Of course, I gotta keep the plans hidden.
Ah, God damn it.
3 trophy bass.
It's been a minute since I played this game, so I'm gonna have to warm up to the controls just a little bit.
But for now, the clockwork brain stays with me on the blimp. Although, when I arrive to pick up the Northern Lights battery, I might be persuaded to give you a peek.
That'll do fine. By the way, you ready to giddy up into Perry for the final hoedown?
Yes, the blimp.
Alright, sweet. Got them all.
Sly, did you hear that? Bisson's hidden the Iron Horse blueprints in his trophy bass. Head for the fish on top of the fireplace and
Neat.
steal. Excellent. Now get out of that cabin before you're spotted.
Sounds like all you're missing is some Northern Light electricity.
You're correct, sir. Yours is the final piece to the puzzle. The missing link. Once the battery is aboard, nothing.
After analyzing Bisson's decorating techniques, I think we'll find the other trophy bass above the mantle in the 2 remaining cabins.
Okay, so it'll be right there. Snag that. Yoink. Oh, nice. Topaz. I'll take it. Fuck. Okay. I tried to do the sneak attack thing, but there was a bit of a delay when I pressed the triangle button.
Get to the fish above the mantle and steal those blueprints.
How the hell do these assholes not see me? Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter.
2 down, 1 to go.
And then there's one all the way over there. Excellent. Okay, well. It was either the Polar Express or... Okay, there we go. Oh, hey, that actually helps. Neat. See what this guy has. Okay, well, fuck you, I guess. Oh, hey, these are actually a lot easier than... Well, there's a hook jump. Oh, well. At least it's not a double hook jump. Those are the ones that seem to get me. Where am I supposed... Okay.
The last trophy bass is above the fireplace. Be careful.
Attention all cabin guards. I've heard tell from the boys at Ponderosa Cabin there's someone
Oh, well, oops. I might die here.
Everyone stay sharp. This ain't
Yeah,
no suitcase.
that was my bad.
Pay you boys to lollygag.
Shit, okay, well. They can all die. At least it's not a mandatory sneaking mission.
Exceptional work, Sly. That's the last of the blueprints.
Okay, now we can do that. Excellent. Right, getting this guy. Oh, another ruby. Oh.
This appears to be the only way out. Keep an eye out for those rock
Come on, I press the circle button.
They might be useful. This is great! We've got total access to the train's GPS system. It's all on my computer. Head back to the safe house. I'll crunch some numbers and give you and Murray the rundown.
Thanks to Sly's efforts, we now know the location of all 3 of the local clockwork parts. 2 lugs and a stomach. Jean Bisson has grafted each piece to the engine in one of his Iron Horse trains. This improvement allows the trains to run all night and all day. We won't have the luxury of sneaking in while they're stopped. While they're in motion, the only way aboard is through a hatch on the caboose roof, which unfortunately has been locked down. These need to go. First, collect the spice gas from the balloons above town, and then land on the back of the caboose to blow off the locks. Once the way is cleared, I'll suit up and jump into Iron Horse number 1 while it passes near town. With some luck, we'll have the first clockwork lug in a few hours.
Alright, let's sell some of our shit. Oh, those rubies are actually good. They're actually really good. Okay. I forget, did we upgrade Sly at all last time? I think we did. Let's give Murray something.
Attention, men. This here's John Basson. That was a quality job you boys did unloading the spice off them boats.
Okay, I'm assuming the only jobs I can do are as Sly right now. Got it.
Pick it all up for
I actually prefer that, to be honest.
And once this here spice business is taken care of, we'll have ourselves a hunting party. Go out
We'll do Spice in the Sky first. Oh, a large necklace. Hell yeah. Oh, a large gold bar. That's gotta be worth something. Oh, oops. Wait for this caribou to walk past me. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna turn around for no reason. Thanks. That's fair. Get fucked. Okay, it's right there. Oh. That was my fault for not paying attention. Gotta watch out for these assholes.
Okay, Sly, we need to break into the Iron Horse trades, but the only way in, through the caboose, is locked. To blow the locks off, you'll need to collect the ultra-unstable denatured spice gas from those balloons floating above town.
How am I supposed to get up there to collect the spice gas?
Murray's already commandeered this ice plane. Jump on its strut, and he'll fly you up to a good paragliding altitude. Oh, and strap on a special vacuum backpack. It'll automatically collect the spice gas after you've popped a balloon.
Sounds like fun.
Once you've collected enough gas, you'll have to land directly on the train's caboose.
Why directly on the caboose?
Denatured spice gas is very unstable at lower altitudes. Unless you land on the caboose, you won't have time to get the gas tank to the lock before it blows up.
So you're saying I either land on the caboose or get blown to bits?
That's correct. Chemistry can be a harsh mistress.
Hang on tight. We're going up.
Hey, what's up, Neo got ya? Sly, come in. Do you read me? That was from the first game, no?
Spice gas is lighter than air. Popping balloons should keep you aloft.
Ah, shit. Did yeah, I fucking missed that. How you doing, by the way, Neo Gotcha? Hope you're having a good afternoon. I feel like I have to do this in the right order.
That did it. You've got a full tank of gas. Time to land on a caboose.
Oh, I see. God damn it. You're doing great. That's good to hear. This mission always used to give me trouble as a kid. Yeah, honestly, I think the worst mission I've done so far in this game was the one where you were Murray and you were in the tank over in the Contessa prison island level. That one was awful. To be honest, though, I kind of prefer the first game over this one. Not that I think that this game is, like, horrible, but I feel like they kind of get way too carried away with some of the mini-game shit. I kind of like it better when it was just a collectathon platformer, like Spyro or Crash, but I can see why someone would like this over the first game. Yeah, controlling the tank was absolutely horrible. God dang it.
That did it. You've got a full tank of gas. Time to land on a
No, I didn't mean to do that. Nice. Got it. Yeah, honestly, the Contessa prison level, that whole area,
plane. Two more cabooses to blow open.
that whole area in general was just AIDS. I can't believe I got past it. Because I think when I first tried playing that game back in 2016, when I got the Sly HD collection, I think that was the area that ended up making me rage quit. I was just like, nope. Loved the first game, but the second game kind of pissed me off. Oh yeah, same. You know, if Microsoft wanted to make some more money, they could just they could do a Banjo and Kazooie collection. But instead, we're getting Croc sometime this year.
Find a caboose and try for a landing.
God dang it. I tried to land on that balloon, but... Oh, maybe, maybe. Maybe, no. Fuck. I did beat the Crash Insane trilogy, though, a few years ago. That was a good collection. That did those original games justice. Oh, well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully within the next hour, I'll get past this mission, but we'll see. Yeah, thankfully I am almost past this game, though. After this game, I plan on streaming,
Caboose and try for a landing.
it was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and then The Legend of Dragoon. I don't know if you're familiar with those games, but... God damn it.
The gas tank is full. Find
Okay, let me find a caboose.
for a landing.
Maybe, possibly. What the fuck? Okay, well, at the very least, this mission autosaved the first caboose I got, so... That is one thing I will give this game. Even though some of the minigames are bullshit, they are very generous with checkpoints. So, you know, credit where credit's due on that. Yeah. Hey, what's up, New Dawn Horizon? Nothing much, just hopping on balloons in Canada. Just so that I can get enough fuel to load up these cabooses with something.
The gas tank is full.
Okay, let me...
Find a caboose and try for a landing.
Nice. Got it. How you doing, by the way, New Dawn Horizon? Hope you're having a chill evening.
At the ice plane. You guys are doing great. There's just one caboose left.
Right there, right? Yep. Then there's one more. Come on now. There we go. So yeah, you have almost all the platinum trophies for all versions of the Sly games except for Sly 2 and 3 on PS3. Yeah, that's what originally got me into this series, because I'd always known that this franchise existed. I remember seeing commercials of it when I was a kid. And I even remember playing the second game when I was in a hospital as a kid, but I didn't get very far because I didn't really know where to go. But back at around 2016 was when basically I used to be really into trophy hunting, getting achievements and shit like that, and I'd found out that Sly 1 was like insanely easy to get all the trophies for. And I like me some 3D platforming games, so I ended up getting the HD collection, and I think within like 4 days I ended up getting the platinum trophy for Sly 1.
You're full up on gas.
Sly 2, on the other hand, that one took me... That one kind of made me rage quit a little bit, but so far I'm a lot farther than how I was, so... Hey, what's up, Joey? How you doing? God damn it. Saw you were playing Sonic CD the other day. I forgot I have to get the gas again. Oh well. Yeah, you weren't kidding when you said that this mission was bullshit.
You're full up on gas.
Okay,
Target the last caboose.
I see it. You have to kind of get your timing just right, or else it's not going to work. Perfect.
Yes, you guys did it. All the Iron Horse trades are unlocked.
So that was that mission. The next one, Friend in Need. Let me try pickpocketing this. Oh, never mind.
It's awful. I can't believe it.
Slow down, Bentley. What happened?
Murray, he went out looking for a snack and got captured by Inspector Fox.
Carmelita? She's here? Don't worry, Bentley. I know how to handle her.
But I don't know where she's locked up, Murray. I'm used to having all the facts.
Calm down. Carmelita's not cruel like the Contessa. I'll follow her without being seen.
Okay, so this is another stealth sneak mission.
Okay, that's a good plan. Just don't get caught too. I don't want to be alone again.
So yeah, bro, you can get a platinum trophy for Sly 1 on PS3, PS Vita, PS4, and PS5. Sony's doing everything except to make Sly 5 already. Yeah, honestly, I think out of all the 3D Sony platformers, I think Sly has the most potential to continue after the 4th game. All they'd have to do is just retcon some of the shit that happened in Sly 4, because I heard the story for that game wasn't perfect. Jak and Daxter, on the other hand, I don't know if that... I know a lot of people want to see a Jak 4, and I'm happy for those fans, but... that series kind of went downhill. Like, as the games went on, they just became more and more generic. I thought the first one was the best. I thought the second one was the worst, and then the third one was, like, a weird combination of the first two. And then they did The Lost Frontier, which... yeah, enough said. So it's like, what would you want out of a Jak 4 that would improve upon everything that the first 3 good games did? Arguably, like, only 1 and 3 were good, but you know what I mean. Oh shit, fuck.
Freeze, Cooper.
Okay. Try this again. Jak and Daxter will have to be rebooted. Yeah, that's the only way I could see it. It would have to be like a reimagining of that series. Because a lot of the elements from the second and third game were just ripped off from other games. Like, the whole open world, being able to take cars and shit, that was directly influenced from GTA 3. And then you have, like, God dang it. Yeah, the Jak games had a bit of an identity crisis midway through. Yeah, although Jak 3, I can kind of see why people liked Jak 3, because it had a good story and the vehicles were fun to use. But I just wasn't a fan of the reliance on gunplay. It should have just been like pure 3D platforming. Also, with the way Naughty Dog is, as of recently, I wouldn't expect a Jak 4 anytime soon. Neil Druckmann is more worried about making space opera games where everything looks all photorealistic. I really do think that Neil Druckmann was like the death of that company. Because the Crash games were great. Jak and Daxter, again, you can make arguments to say that they're kind of mediocre. But, you know, still overall, like, a solid game franchise. To a certain point. And the first 3 Uncharted games were pretty good. I know some people try to call them movie games or that they're overly cinematic and yada yada yada, but I liked them. And there's enough gameplay in them to where I could justify saying that the first 3 games are worth playing. But I think it's when you get to Uncharted 4 that you can kind of tell where things were starting to steer into how Naughty Dog is today. Uncharted 4 just looked too dark. It didn't have the same tone that the first 3 games had. I don't think anyone liked Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier. Yeah, you're right about that. It was really just the first 3 games that people kind of have an appreciation for, but even then, you could poke a lot of faults at 2 and 3, especially 2. I can tell you right now, that new game, what was it, Heretic, Space, Galactic, whatever the fuck, that's probably going to be a flop as soon as it hits store shelves. Not necessarily because I think it's woke, but just because it's just gonna be another game. It's like another third-person action game that looks photorealistic. We have too many of those.
Hey, criminal. You doing okay in there?
I feel like a lot of popular franchises are starting to like mold together in a
And thanks for that bag of jelly beans. I was starving.
kind of hard for me to explain. It's like you have God of War that's also kind of morphing into a third-person action game that's all cinematic and based on a gripping story. And then you have The Last of Us that's also like that. Silent Hill 2, that remake, kind of came off like that. And then you have Final Fantasy 16, which is also like that. Just like a lot of popular games are just third-person action games that are over the shoulder. Now to wait for what is hopefully the final Ratchet and Clank game. Yeah, no, as long as that franchise keeps making money, Sony's never going to stop making them. I should probably play through some of those at some point, but I don't know. To me, the main character just kind of looked a little too try-hardy.
She's tough, Sly. If you manage to get a key, you'd better.
Like, between Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, and Ratchet and Clank, I kind of like the characters of Sly a lot more. They're a little bit more entertaining to me. Okay, now I have to pickpocket Carmelita. Ah, shit. Don't spot me, please. I don't know what the consensus is on the latest Ratchet and Clank. Fuck. I need to get away from that. Yeah, the new Space Heretic game just doesn't look good. I don't care that there's a female lead. Exactly. Like, it's not female leads that people have an issue with. It's just an overuse of that whole, like, trope. It's becoming a cliche. Alright. I need to do this gingerly. And she's just so aggressive at everything I do, just like Latinas in real life. That's funny. There was a immigration busing joke I was going to make there, but That would have been too easy. And I'm assuming I have to quickly run away.
My keys!
Yep.
One slip up and you're mine.
I grew up playing Ratchet and Clank. It's my favorite series. Okay, well, maybe I'll check it out sometime. Because I played Jak and Daxter 1, but I didn't really play through 2, and I made it, like, halfway into Jak 3. And, of course, I'm pretty much halfway into the Sly series at this point, so... Yeah, maybe someday I'll give it a shot. I'm probably just being too judgmental about it. Oh shit, okay. Don't look back. Don't turn around, please. Then have to run away again.
What just... Cooper?
I think as long as you stay out of her line of sight for so long.
Cooper, coward.
Yeah. Oh shit. That would have been horrible. Nice. Got all the keys.
You can't sneak up on me.
Oh, well, oops. Thought she was running after me the whole time. It doesn't matter, though. I think I got them all. Oh, no. I still have to grab that last one. No biggie. Alright. Now we're good.
You can't sneak up on me.
Let me go ahead and grab that clue bottle, because why not?
Hide and cower, worm. You're no match for me.
Okay, and then I'm assuming I have to go back to the safe house. Oh no. Duh, I have to go back to Murray's cell. Let me pull that up on my binocucom. I'm sure it'll pop up. Okay, where is the Murray? He might be somewhere over here. Oh, nope, he's right there. I remember now. Alright, perfect. Alright, I'm gonna close out of my YouTube app since I already know that my chat's working now.
I was getting a Charlie horse standing in that box.
My pleasure. You know how I love to mess around with Carmelita.
Yeah, that's weird. See you at the safe house.
Oh, there she is. Let's try to avoid her. And we have to be Bentley. You ride the Iron Horse.
According to this timetable, Iron Horse number 1 should be passing by any time now.
I see it. It's moving awfully fast.
Just jump on the caboose and go in through the hatch. Piece of cake.
Okay, I'm assuming I have to go through this entire train. Get rid of this Canadian this for a minute. Oh, geez. Okay. Forget, we have a run button, too. Oh. I think as soon as they hit the lasers, they're gonna die if they do that. So is he gonna move? Yeah, we can fix that. Okay, well this might be a bit of a conundrum. Oh, I think I know. I think I know what I can do. Oh no, that didn't work, but that did. All right, sweet. Okay, that'll work. Nice, I got the lung.
Outstanding. Chalk up one strange robot organ for us, and one less Iron Horse train for John Bassan.
Things are going great. We've already stolen one of Jean Bassan's 3 clockwork parts. However, Iron Horse 2 and 3 are going to be a little tougher to crack. First, I'll need to hop aboard Iron Horse 2 and do a little preemptive RC chopper strike to clear out the air defenses. Once cleared, it'll be up to Sly to work his magic in the interior to get at that second clockwork lug. Murray, you'll need to trap some of the local bear cubs in order to unlock a nearby hand car. We're gonna need it to catch up with Iron Horse number 3. But don't worry, the cubs won't be hurt. Although I can't say the same for the guards.
Actually, see what I can get. Oh wow, I got a full 500. And everything is at least like 600. So can't do that yet. Go with Murray.
got something to tell me?
Yes, I've had the good fortune of locating 2 juvenile bear cubs. If you put them together inside that fence, they'd surely start fighting. Bears at that age are particularly antisocial. Noise from the squabbles should bring their mother around to free the...
Oh wait, I just realized. It's like, those are real bears, but then we're all like anthropomorphic animals in this game.
No problem to free her cubs.
That's correct.
Beware, cubs.
Yeah, whatever, it's
You are hunting
cartoon logic.
the Murray.
Oh, let me move out of the way. Okay, there's one bear. Oh god, and it's full of bear traps. But your leg! Ah, it's caught in a bear trap! I just have to take this bear. Okay.
Good work, Murray.
Alright, there's one.
Coordinates to the next bear cub.
Hey, what's up, Luke Smith? Good old Canada. Yeah, good old expensive, overinflated. How you doing, by the way? Hope you're having a good evening. A big break from Prague. That's what, a city in Belgium? Okay, I don't think there's a bear cub right there. Doing good? Yourself? You're playing Tears of the Kingdom? Nice. Yeah, I hear that one's pretty good. Not really a huge fan of the Zelda games, though. So yeah, no, Prague is in the Czech Republic? Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought Prague was in Belgium because that's where, there was like a thing in the beginning of Austin Powers 3 where Dr. Evil was like he was giving Mini-Me chocolate, and he's like, it's from Prague, that's where Daddy's from. Those are such good movies. I wish they got like a reboot or something. Probably not a fourth one, because Mike Myers is what, like 50 or 60 years old now? And Canada has French speakers, a beautiful language. Yeah, well, I mean, we might have differing opinions on what a beautiful language is, but, you know, opinions are opinions. I hear that Paris is just like a really noisy place to be at, but I'm sure the people there are alright. Okay, so am I tripping? Where's... okay. I see it, I think. Maybe? There has to be another bear cub around here. There was one over by that cabin, but... There's good and bad people, everyone, or everywhere, even in the safest countries. Yeah, true. I shouldn't be so judgmental sometimes. Oh. I don't know, like, to me, French just has, like, way too many vowels and silent letters. I feel like that'd be a very hard language to understand. Like, you could try to say one thing in French, but if you don't say it in the correct enunciation, it could mean a completely different thing. The last cub is in the cave? Oh, okay. That's probably why I got confused. It just showed the two entryways. I took it for 2 years in high school and practicing it on Duolingo. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, it's always good to just, like, know a secondary language. I tried learning Spanish a couple years ago on Duolingo, but
Sorry to say it, but the other cub is somewhere in this bear cave. Be careful, Murray.
I don't know, like, after 6 months, I just kind of gave up on it. I feel like if I'm ever going to learn a language, it'll be, like, me taking an actual class, because I feel like Spanish would be a good language for me to know, just in general. Because I do live in, you know, good old South Texas, so. A lot of Spanish-speaking people around here. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, true. Can you get human in Texas? It depends on where in Texas. Like, if you're in Central Texas or North Texas, not really. But if, like, you're around Austin, San Antonio, it does get very humid. And it's like, you only get 2 months of winter, and then the rest of it is just summer. You heard Duolingo laid off some of its staff? I mean, that kind of makes sense, though. The app is very simple. I mean, what else would you need to do? God dang it. Speaking of Spanish-speaking people. Oh, hey, what's up, Tailfin? Didn't know I was a Texas boy? Oh, yep. Born and raised. How you doing, by the way, Tailfin? Hope you're having a chill evening. I don't understand why Carmelita's voice kept changing over the series. I guess the actresses who voiced her just didn't feel like reprising the role. I know for the fourth one, they got the same voice actor that ended up voicing that really annoying toucan from My Gym Partner's a Monkey. I'll be looking forward to that when I get to playing that game. A lot of farmland in Texas? Yeah, mostly, like, central, though. Like, north-central Texas is very, farmlandy. Once you get to the west, it's like you're pretty much in New Mexico. Around El Paso. Because it's very dry. And then, of course, the Houston area, you're basically like in Louisiana in a way. It's like very rainy, very bad weather. Let's see, doing good. Grew up in Cali, but moved to Texas with my family in my teens. Yeah, I've always wanted to visit California just because there's a lot of shit to do there, but you know, time and money and all that. Gray Delisle, that's the name of the actress of the fourth game. She's everywhere. Yep. I believe that's, yeah, she was also the one that did Mandy from Billy and Mandy, no? Dry heat is better than humid heat? Yep, I'll definitely agree with you on that. Okay. Let me go ahead and try getting that baby cub again.
Sorry to say it, but the other cub is somewhere in this bear cave. Be careful, birdie.
You know what? Hang on. Oh, okay, well. There are two bears coming at me now. The one thing about dry heat, though, that I think is weird is that when you get to the southwest part of the United States, it'll be a dry heat, technically, but the temperature will rise up to like 115 degrees during the summer. Like 115, 120. So it's like, even though it's not as humid, it's still pretty freaking hot. There's zero reason to live in Cali now. It was a sinking ship when my family left in the early 2000s, and it's only gotten worse. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. It's like really expensive. There's natural disasters happening all over the place. Homelessness, crime has gone up. It's not a good place to be. Especially if you're trying to raise a family. We try avoiding that bear's line of sight. You know, the one thing I'm thankful for is that at least there's a bear guarding this cave and not a man. Otherwise, I would have been raped. At least according to some people. Ah, shit. Unless they're one of the rich celebrities in Los Angeles. Yep. New York, Southern California, Chicago. If you're not rich and you're living there, then it's probably better just to move somewhere else. Yeah, a couple of years ago, there was this bill that almost passed in Texas. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It was called Proposition A or Proposition B or something weird like that, where it would get rid of the bail system. It would be like a cashless bail, and any theft up to like $1,200 wouldn't get you any kind of felony charge. And it would also legalize weed, but it would also bring back the Roe v. Wade-esque type laws in Texas. Which, you know, not to get too political about that, but thank God we didn't give up having a bail system and, you know, crime actually being stopped and, you know, shit like that. Like, thank God, like, Proposition A or B or whatever it was called didn't pass, because that would have just basically turned Texas into another California. Annoying feminists be like, I choose to bear. Like, I'm sorry. Like if you're a rational human being, you wouldn't have said that. Like, only the most brain-rotted TikTok, Tumblr types of people would even say that. Okay, let me try avoiding that bear again. It's kind of an annoying mission. Just a little bit. Okay, is that bear gonna turn around? Nope, good. I think they just undid all that theft under 1K is non-felonious law in Cali. Oh, okay, so they reversed that law now? If that's the case, then that's good. That means California might have some hope. Maybe. Just have to give it time. Oh god, is that Carmelita shooting at me? That better not be... Okay. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I did it. Nice, I did it. No, I tried running while carrying it, but I couldn't. Unless it was an ability that I hadn't unlocked yet, but... Yeah, I tried doing that previously, and... it wouldn't work. Let me actually try doing that right now, just to see if I might have been mistaken. Yeah, see, it's not letting me run. Okay, now I have to switch over to Bentley, so I can do that other mission. The aerial assault. Thank God this isn't Baldur's Gate 3, or that could have ended very differently. Yeah. I hear that game is good, though. I'm just so stubborn that I have to play 1 and 2 before I even play through 3. Or Bentley deserves better. Yeah, but I hear that in the 3rd game he gets a girlfriend. Plus he's in a wheelchair, so...
Heads up, Bentley. Here comes Iron Horse number 2.
I guess it's not all that bad.
We'll get the job done, provided I can catch up with that train.
Oh shit. Okay. I have to just drop down and try landing on it, don't I? I'm trying to save for the next Xbox console to play Alan Wake 2. I've heard very mixed things about Alan Wake 2, so I would temper your expectations. But in the 3rd game, he can't walk anymore? Yeah. I forget, was it in this game that he had to be forced in a wheelchair, or did that happen in the 3rd game? I'm probably getting that mixed up. Because I haven't played through the 3rd game. I've only beaten Sly 1, and I've played through Sly 2 up to this point. God dang it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to restart that mission. Let's see. By the way, I recently watched that AI Bentley reads the TOS for Affinity vid you did a few months back. Yeah, that was insane. I think I did that video like right after the original website owner who started that website. He ended up dying. But yeah, their rules are just so freaking oddly specific and autistic. It's crazy. I think there was even one rule that they did where, like, you can't make art that criticizes the BLM movement. And their reason for justifying that was because, like, there's the BLM, like, the movement, but then there's BLM, the idea. So by criticizing the movement, you're criticizing the idea behind BLM. And that you're saying that Black lives shouldn't matter, which is the most retarded fucking statement you could make, but, you know, it's a furry website, so they usually tend to lean towards the left in that regard. Okay, I have to remember to just drop down to the specific rail. I just have to remember that. Okay, sweet. Ah, okay. That was... I almost jumped off the train there for a minute. Have you tried getting that jetpack for Bentley? No, I don't think I have. I think... Something I will give this game some slack for is I haven't gotten any of the upgrades, and that's just because I haven't bothered trying to grab all the loot in each of the area. I know that there's like some optional treasures you can do where if you get it back within a certain amount of time, you can Okay, what am I doing here? Okay. How do you bomb shit? Okay. Okay, there we go. I just have to get my timing right. The X button, I guess? Yep. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, right. About the upgrades for Sly 2. I think that part of my frustration for this game is just the fact that I didn't bother getting a lot of the upgrades. So that is something I will take into consideration. Maybe once I near the end of this game, like once I get to the last chapter, I'll probably just go back and collect a bunch of loot, get all the optional upgrades. Because I feel like that might be part of my issue. With some of these mini-games, anyway. It's like Galaga. Oh yeah, I did hear about Jimmy Carter's death. From my understanding, he was a really shitty president, but he was a cool dude. Again, I haven't done much research on him, but I know that like he didn't really do a lot of good shit for the economy, and a lot of people were blaming him for the gas shortage. But yep, he lived a long life. Lived to be 100. That's something that most people will never do. Ah, shit. The Sly Cooper games do have a nice amount of variety. Yeah. And something I will admit, too, is that the different characters and how they play out, it's kind of grown on me. Because originally when I first played Sly 2, I wasn't a fan of having to switch between Murray and Bentley. I just kind of preferred playing as Sly. Because he was the most fun to control, but... I feel like I understand. I feel like I know what they were trying to go for. Sly deserves a proper comeback and a proper conclusion. Yeah, I feel like out of all the PS2 era 3D platformer games, Sly deserves a sequel more than Jack or Ratchet and Clank. Although technically you could argue that Ratchet and Clank is still going on, so... They'll probably make another sequel to Ratchet and Clank once they make the PS6, or whatever they choose to call it. Which, by the way, there are a lot of rumors going on about the Switch 2. And I just have to say that I am not at all hyped for that at all. I feel like the Steam Deck kind of stole its thunder a bit. Because the thing that I liked about the Steam Deck is that it uses Linux as an operating system, so you can pretty much turn it into whatever you want. It's basically just like having a handheld computer. So I don't know how Nintendo is going to compete when that shit is literally out on the market and stealing any kind of potential customers. Like, a lot of the games that you can get on the Switch, you can just buy on Steam and then load it up on your Steam Deck, and they'll look and run better than a Switch will ever do, so... Nintendo better have an answer for that. It also better be fucking backwards compatible. Let's see, you just got your Switch almost a year ago. What's the point of me getting a Switch 2? There might be some Nintendo exclusives that you'll be missing out on. And, shit. This is really tough. As far as third-party support goes, Nintendo isn't really doing a good job as of the last few years of the Switch, so... I think that the only way that Nintendo will ever make a comeback with the Switch 2 is if they start relying a lot on third-party support, because that's what always kills Nintendo. It's like 4 or 5 years into their console's lifespan, they just don't get any third-party support because technology is evolving past what their hardware can do. And it's the truth, you know, Nintendo hardware is usually very shitty. So what they do is they release a bunch of Nintendo games that they rely on their core fan base to buy, and that usually keeps them afloat until their next console comes out. Nintendo got pissy when the Dolphin emulator was put on Steam. Yeah, even though they shouldn't. It's open source. So, really the only way that they could throw a fit over it is if they try to, like, do what Sony did with the Bleem emulator, if you know about the story of that. What happened was, back in the 90s, someone made a PS1 emulator for PC, and Sony tried to sue them over it, but they lost because reverse-engineered code counts as fair use. So what they ended up doing was they were like, okay, cool, you can still sell, you know, Bleem, but if the store that you're running is selling Bleem, then we're not going to be putting PS1s out on the market at that store. So they basically bullied Bleem out of a market. Let's see, and Nintendo has consistently told third-party devs to fuck off since the N64. I would say yes and no. I would say it depends on the console. Like with the Wii, definitely so. With the Wii U, they tried to get that third-party support back, but just couldn't happen because they were being stubborn. The GameCube, I would say lesser to an extent than the N64. There were some good third-party games on the GameCube you couldn't get anywhere else, but you know, their handheld market was still pretty good. There was a lot of good third-party games, a lot of good JRPGs as well, released on the Game Boy and the DS. The 3DS had less third-party support than any of their handhelds up to that point. Honestly, I think that the Switch is probably their best console that they've made within the last 2 decades, but that's not really saying much considering how well they're doing right now. Any third-party game that's coming out now that releases on the Switch will run worse than running it on PS5, Xbox, or PC, so I've just kind of come to accept the fact that third-party support is usually, like, third-party games are better on PC. And that's part of the reason why I got a gaming PC too. Which is because I just kind of came to the realization that multiplats are just better, you have more options available to you when you have it on PC versus a console, which is so locked down. I wish GameCube games would just show up on the Switch. That could be possible, but there would also probably be issues with, like, file size. N64 games are pretty small. Same thing with, like, Super Nintendo, NES, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Genesis. I'm actually kind of shocked they got Genesis games on there, but while the SNES will always be the king of JRPG platforms, yeah, I would say that the SNES and PS2 have really good libraries for JRPGs. Okay, so what's the next mission I have to do? Okay, I have to be Sly now. Excellent. Yeah, the SNES had a lot of great games, though. Like, in my opinion, it was like the late 90s up until the very early 2010s. That's like the golden era of gaming. And then ever since then, it's just gone mostly downhill. And then I would say at around like 2017, like the late 2010s is when like certain genres got better, but then certain genres got worse. Like, I think that JRPGs made a big comeback after the early 2010s. Around the, like I would say around the time that Persona 5 came out, that's when you started to see, like, a whole new Renaissance era of JRPGs. Then you had Ys 8, that was also on PS4. You had Dragon Quest 11. I still need to play Persona 5, but I feel like I need to beat Persona 4 first. I still haven't beaten that one, but I have beaten Persona 3. Just not Reload. I only beat Persona 3 Portable. Let me go ahead and steal some of this guy's shit. Oh, well. Oops. Okay, I have to go up there. A lot of jumping on train cabooses in this the story mission. So you pour one out for Persona and Persona 2, the two most forgotten games out of the series. Oh yeah, don't forget about Persona 2 too. Remember, technically Persona 5 is Persona 6. A lot of fans don't know that. Most fans of the Persona series just got like halfway or even a third of the way into Persona 5 and changed their profile pics to Futaba. Not me, though. I've beaten at least 2 SMT games. So I'm a true fan. Yeah, I didn't know how you were supposed to avoid that. Try going up this way. Let's try not going that way. Oh wait, no, I actually do have to go up that way. Fuck. They totally ripped this mission off from Uncharted 2. God damn it, really? Okay. Honestly, if Atlas were to remaster Persona 1 and 2 and Persona 2 Innocent Sin, I would get them. I feel like those games deserve to be remembered, and I heard that the story of Persona 2 is really underrated. Okay, well, that was a fucking fail. Am I supposed to crawl under these? Oh, well. Don't forget Eternal Punishment. Yep, it was Persona Innocent Sin that was the first game, right? And then Eternal Punishment was like Persona 2.2, or I guess 2.5, you could say. Technically, it's the third game, but I think that part of the reason why Atlas hasn't done that yet is just because the first 3 Persona games are just so alien compared to the rest of the franchise. Like, 3 was really the one that kind of gave the sub-series its own identity. And I did like Persona 3, by the way. It was a good game, but it just gets a little too samey after a while. And it just becomes blasé, and you just want to, like, skip through all the dialogue just so that you can get to the next boss. I think that Persona 4 had the better story, if I'm being real with you. And I don't know anything about Persona 5 other than like a couple characters. And the fact that it has one of the most rabid fan bases out there. See, how am I supposed to avoid that? It's probably a power-up I'm missing, that's why. I think I almost made it to the end that time, but... Oh no, I'm just supposed to run out there. Duh.
You should have seen how many missile launchers there were attached to these train cars. I don't mind
Then I could just run all the way across these guys. I don't need to worry about them. Okay, I see now. Let me get some of my health back, and then we will proceed. Nice. I feel like I've heard the Bison's voice, or I'm forgetting what his name is. I feel like I've heard his voice somewhere, like in a cartoon growing up, or something. Oh, well, oops. That's probably John DiMaggio. Dude, honestly, you're probably right. He kind of sounds a lot like Jake. He has that same drawl to his voice. I'll probably look it up as soon as I'm done with this stream. Okay, nice. I got it. Finally. Let me actually look it up right now. Let me look up,
fantastic. We are raking in the clockwork parts.
Sly to cast. We'll see if John DiMaggio pops up.
Okay, guys, this is it. Time to break into Iron Horse number 3 and carry
There's an
away the
IMDb
Clockwork
page
Star.
right here.
Now, the train's moving too fast to jump onto here in town, so we'll have to catch up with it on Murray's new handcar. Once we're in position, Sly'll hop aboard and make his way up to the engine. While he travels through the interior, I'll provide...
Oh no, it's not John DiMaggio, it's Ross Douglas.
I've
Somebody
planned this
else.
as a textbook train robbery.
Sounds eerily close though. Hey, what's up, Possum?
Possibly go wrong.
How you doing, man? Are you still playing Pokemon Emerald, or what's going on with that? I'm assuming you're moving on to Platinum after that. Okay, let's try playing as Sly. Oh no, there's a Murray mission right there.
forward, guys. We've got a train to catch.
You beat Platinum a month or two ago? Gotcha. What'd you think of Pokemon Platinum, by the way? I'm curious about your thoughts. I beat it 1 or 2 years ago, and I wasn't really impressed. I thought it was kind of overrated. So you're doing a Water-type only run for Emerald? Oh, nice.
That Jean Basson's one strange guy. The Claw Gang divides up the clockwork parts, and he walks away with his stomach and lungs?
You can never have too much water in the Hoenn region, that's for sure.
Later, when we aren't riding an antique handcar at breakneck speeds.
Good point. It's time for a train robbery.
So it's more sneaking around. Sorry, I had to sneeze. You like it a lot? You play through Platinum at least once every few years? Okay, that's what's up. I guess I'm just charging through. Yeah. Probably wasn't the wisest thing to do, but whatever. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Like this music. It's very twangy. You really do feel like you're in the Canadian countryside.
Ain't nobody getting past me. That there clockwork stomach is as safe as a snowman in winter. I'd like to meet the varmint that's been looting my Iron Horse trains. By Jiminy, I get hot neath the collar just thinking about how I cut that boy down. I'd kill him like a slaughtered owl. I sure would.
There's our guy right there. Assuming there's a boss fight imminent.
Hey Cooper, thought I might find you here. Just can't stay away
I'm
from
also assuming at this point that frickin' Neela, she's gonna be a bad guy.
If you'd like some excitement, why not climb up on top of the train? I'm sure to get your heart pumping. Maybe even show you my new ride.
No thanks, Neela. I've seen enough already.
What's the problem, Poodle? Afraid you can't take me on? Have to call up your little friends for help?
Come in, little friends. Neela's got me pinned down. Any chance of air support?
I've already launched the RC chopper. She won't know what hit her.
Come on, Cooper. Let's play. What in blazes? All right, little RC friend. This should be a quick bit of destruction.
Oh, nice. It's like Raiden. Of course, she hits a lot harder than I do. Okay, you can just hold the button. Sweet. You play Pokemon. Oh, hang on. Give me a second. I'll answer your question in a. Okay, cool. You play Pokemon Black or White too? I've been wanting to play it for the first time.
That was some fancy
Okay, so I beat Pokemon White 1 back in 2019, and I wasn't a fan of it, but it's also been a few years, so I probably need to play it again in order to have a proper opinion. Imagine if I had just walked up there after he had walked around him. Oh, well. Oops. I also wasn't a huge fan of the starters of Gen 5. I feel like they were kind of the most unbalanced. Let's see, you played Black 1 a few times when I was younger, but didn't like it too much. Yeah, I heard that Pokemon Black was like, when it first came out, nobody liked it. But then a lot of Gen Zers grew up, and of course their opinions became more vocal. And they say it's like one of the best generations in the franchise, so I'm I'm definitely gonna have to play it again in order to... Okay, well, shit. I'll have to play it again before I give a definite opinion, but... Yeah, for now, I thought that Gen 5 in general was just like a really shitty, not the best set of games. You also don't like the starters much? Yeah, me neither. They're way too unbalanced. The only good one was Oshawott. But even then, it's like the move pool wasn't exactly as good compared to other water types. Snivy was too weak. It tried to be more based on like agility rather than specializing in anything else. And then Tepig, which, you know, that was a really stupid name first off, but Tepig was like really... It was supposed to be the strong Pokemon, but it was really fucking slow. So in nearly every single battle you did, the opponent would always attack first, and if it was a super effective move, then you were basically fucked. I like some of the music of Gen 5, though. It was pretty catchy. I also like how they took the critical HP theme and made it less annoying by turning it into an actual song instead of just a bunch of bleeps and bloops. That was a good touch. Oh, shit. Yeah, let's see if there's any HP in these barrels. Nothing? Okay. Well, it won't matter because we're already there. When I play White 2, I might ditch the starter. Yeah, that might be a good choice. Just whatever you do, I would recommend picking Oshawott. It's the only good starter. Superior's moveset isn't really that good because it's a lot of defensive moves, not a lot of offensive. Ah, shit. God, these enemies hit fucking hard. I can get lucky and avoid those missiles if I'm extremely careful. Okay, yeah. That was never gonna happen. Okay, cool. She got rid of the bombs. And she's almost dead. And she's dead.
Stop me.
Yay, I did it.
Gang, not Interpol, not anyone.
Stand clear, Sly. This might be messy. Sly! Sly! You okay?
Nice. We got the stomach.
Stomach on my hands, but other than that, I feel great. The gang and I had pulled off the impossible.
I'm assuming this is the
We'd
end of this
successfully
chapter.
bought all of John Bisson's iron horse trains, and we were walking away with count them, 3 clockwork parts. And as a bonus, we shut down spice distribution in all of North America. Needless to say, we were pretty pleased with ourselves. Can't say the same for Carmelita. Once again, the framed policewoman had to run from the cops, which was fun at first, but I'm starting to feel a little sorry for her. I mean, what if they replaced Carmelita with someone else? I don't want another cop on my tail. She's a big part of why this is all fun. Sooner or later, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to clear her name. Some way other than turning myself in.
Alright, yep. Okay, so we're on episode 7 now. I believe this is where I'm going to stop for the rest of the day. You can expect me to go live again sometime this week, whenever I'm off, but yeah, for some reason my work schedule's been weird because they've been scheduling me for weird days. So starting next week, that should go back to normal. Where, like, I'm off on Fridays and Sundays, so... sometime this week, I'm going to do another session where we'll get to episode 8, and then hopefully by the end of next week we can beat this game, and I can move on to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team and The Legend of Dragoon. That'll be a lot of fun. Did they find Clockwork's dick? Alright, so before I go, I just want to give a shout out to Neo Gotcha, Dude on Horizon, Joey Jojo, as well as Luke Smith, Tailfin, and Possum for joining the stream. It's always appreciated. And I shall talk to you guys later. Peace out.